Don't blink, it's your boy Ink. Welcome to another show. Welcome to part one of our cyberpunk on this. Welcome to part one of this 15 January cyberpunk discussion. Once again, intro. I had a fight with my girl. I was emotional last night. We played cyberpunk. That emotionality made me more open-minded. We're doing part of element scene and the element scene in cyberpunk game. I'm gonna go with one, which is the mission. And that mission is the famous mission of human nature, not human nature. Happy Together, yes, with the neighbor and how he's being told that you're not supposed to feel see, there's a mission, and on paper it's not super interesting. On paper, it's you know what? I'm gonna rewatch the scene. Oh, I'm gonna react to the scene. Yeah. That's a better idea. Yeah. So forget about this. We're gonna be working on the Alasanka immortality. So the focus of Cyberpunk is technically the technology, and the technology, which is super important, is because with Arasanka, which is one of the most powerful men in existence, or Saturo Arasanka, and we're talking about immortality. And I love the description and cyberpunk of immortality. So for a lot of people, immortality is it's a subject that is so interesting. For a lot of people, immortality is staying young. For a lot of people, immortality is not dying. For a lot of people, immortality is living as long as possible. For Satoru, what it is the soul. And it's funny that in a game like Cyberpunk, where the whole focus of the game is cyborg or augment, and are you more human, or you're more a robot? The cyberpsychosis. It's fun because we're getting, just like Victor say, the soul is important, and the soul being important. You know what? Fuck it, we're gonna do one huge video. And then one huge video is gonna be enough. And then what we're gonna do is possibly, I don't know how I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna think about it because the way I'm talking. So we just streamed for 5 hours, and that's why the IDs are pretty confused. So we're trying out things, and we're checking out which work. Let me know if you like it better, or if you prefer lesser video, shorter video. Okay, we're good. Looking at Art Knight, one of my favorite games. So in the Arsenka, they believe that soul is the purpose. So they put their soul into a ship, and because they put their soul into a ship, you get immortality. But instead of immortality, you kind of get reincarnation. What if you were able to reincarnate with your body, and your mind was still intact? It's kind of like more so like an isekai. If you're familiar with manga, if you're familiar with anime, isekai is the way to go. Isekai is reincarnate. So it's more that way. And besides, what is super cool here is that you could basically choose whoever you want as a biochip. You could choose a young child. You can choose a fully automated gong. You can even choose like Adam Smasher, And I think it's phenomenal in the sense that we're seeing this as a possible. We're seeing this as Johnny, because again, Johnny is in our brain, and Johnny was the pioneer or the first victim of that. It's a shame because we don't really know what is the effect of the immortality. And in the case of V, it's a fight between V and Johnny becoming one. Who wants to have this? Nice, lucky drop. Nice. Okay, that's good. That is very good. So now we have to go and upgrade Texas. Arknight, baby. Arknight. Operator, she's right here. Texas. We have a C mistake. Oh, I forgot that I still have. Okay, that's good. Nice. Good. Sorry about this, guys. But yeah, so with V is able to resist, and V is able to resist because the battleship was damaged. V is able to resist because Johnny needs V. Johnny is the one that says, "Hey, let's work together," right? We don't know if Johnny says to V, "Let's work together," because he doesn't have a choice, or because he doesn't want to. He could use, because I was playing the game, right, and Johnny's an asshole. Johnny is a total asshole. However, he shows kindness to the band member. He shows kindness. He's the asshole that everybody's gonna say, "You're going too far." This is what you're doing is dangerous. But E is doing it. It's not like, oh, you're going too far and sending those men to die. You're going too far, and the fact that you're gonna die, which is Johnny. So possibly Johnny does come to respect or at least appreciates V, if anything. Right now, what I find also fantastic is we're gonna go see the number 3, which is the body. So this is something Victor says, and Victor is, again, it's seemingly our father figure in the game. There's no mention of V's father. There's no mention of his parents, which I think is actually cool because you're getting this almost red cap NPC. This is what I like about Cyberpunk. V is a red cap NPC. V actually stands for Vincent, which is the character of Cyberpunk, but the character of V is named V because, well, there's a couple of reasons, right? I like to believe that it's V for Vendetta. So V for Vendetta Inc. Vendetta, which is the whole idea of the channel. But V for Vendetta was also a movie, and that movie about V for Vendetta is you have this main character. This main character is an anarchist, and he's healing society just like V does in Cyberpunk. The society of Night City is fucked up. V is trying to help it, and Johnny has his own way of stopping it, right? Are we gonna follow Johnny? That's up to us to decide. We don't decide yet. But in V for Vendetta, at the end, V dies, and the movie ends with Natalie Portman, or a character of Natalie Portman, actually taking the place of V. And then you realize that V was never about a character. It was about a mentality. That's the beauty of Cyberpunk, right? So we have Victor who takes care of him, and he wants to help V. And depending on the choice, and again, this is why the game is so beautiful, there's a choice that he asks, right? And there's a choice where he tells Victor, which is a Ripper Dog, which is the doctor, which is take care of every single need of V. And V, we realize that he's about to die. He's dying, right? Or he's getting sick enough to die. And he asks Victor, can you not help me? Can't you save me? And Victor says, no, I cannot do shit. And you have couple of choice. You have a choice to say, hey, I'm not gonna die. I'm gonna, right? Or you have a chance to say, Victor, can you not save me? And I usually go with, I'm gonna do it because I don't want to make Victor feel like he has that. The whole dialogue is Victor feeling sad about that. And my choice, when I chose to ask Victor, you can hear the fear in V's voice, and that's beautiful. Now we have the beautiful thing that he says, Victor, and this is amazing because we're in the future, but not so much in the future as in, oh my god, this is a different society. It is still very much human, and it's a beautiful thing because we can replace every single part of the body. We can replace the heart, the eyes, every single part, but the mind and the brain, they stay the same, right? And it's also funny because when you see a character like Adam Smasher, who is almost completely cybernetic or completely robotic, Adam Smasher is still able to be sane because his mind is so great, right? Which is also the purpose of the cyberpsychosis. Your body isn't able to take all the cybernetics and you go crazy. Adam Smasher is the only living person to have this amount of cybernetics and still be good, you know? Now we have, so we have this amazing thing. So this I done. I wanted to do more because I'm looking at the storage, and I know that I have 24 minutes. So by knowing that I have 24 minutes of storage left, I'm gonna do better videos that are shorter. We have the mentality of Johnny, friends or foe. So now the mission that we did, we just lost Jackie tonight. We lost Jackie, which is a very emotional moment, and we're at the part where we're not going to be Johnny. And the nicest thing about that mission or that part of the game is you're playing as Johnny. You're playing, and you can be an asshole, or people are going to call you an asshole. Saying once again, if you're going too far, Rogue is band members. Then they go too far, right? And a lot of people will see Johnny as his terrorist. And a lot of people are seeing Johnny as a hero. Now, the goal of the game... Sorry, this song is so good. Ordinary Life, Living Tombstone. No to light us. Victors behind. touch me, Midas. I'm near divine. I don't know the lyrics, but let's go. I feel fear for the very last time. Very good song. So with V is becoming Johnny. So either V dies and dies as V, or Johnny takes over, right? And the beautiful thing is you realize that the way V, and that's something I missed on the first playthrough. The way V sees Johnny, is very, very important. So in my first playthrough, my second playthrough, I'll be honest, I didn't give a fuck because depression. But my first playthrough, there's this one scene where you meet Johnny, and Johnny's a complete asshole to V. So my first playthrough, I spent most of the game looking at Johnny like an asshole, and I hated him. Then every single chance that I had, I would go against Johnny. Now, the best thing about Johnny being this way is, narratively speaking, they're kind of pushing you to think that he's an asshole, right? But if you're one of those people that believe that Johnny's a hero, then you're once again you're able to say, okay, well, Johnny's a good dude. Now, the principle of V, which being a red cap, is V willing to sacrifice himself? What does it mean, sacrifice himself? If, okay, and only if. I'm going to take the worst example. We're going to go Walking Dead. We're going to go zombie. We're going to go with, there's two people, there's a bunch of zombies. There's a horde of zombie, right? One of us is not going to make it alive. There's me and there's a doctor. And I know the doctor is the only doctor left in the city, right? I'm going to get the doctor to kill himself. No. I'm going to run. I'm going to make sure that the horde hear me. I'm going to sacrifice myself. That way the doctor has a chance, right? But in this case, it's V. Is if V feels that the importance of the signification or the ID or the plans or the vision of Johnny Silverhand is better than his own vision, I'll sacrifice himself, which I believe is kind of cool. It's like, do I stay myself or do I work for the greater good? Right? That's beautiful. That's amazing. And the way you see Johnny as a friend or a foe, it does help you. Now, the problem with seeing Johnny as a friend is you'll sacrifice yourself for him. The problem with seeing as a foe is even when he's right, you won't believe in him. I made a mistake. To not give him a chance. And worst case scenario, this playthrough, we're gonna give him a chance. He possibly is still a villain, possibly still an asshole, but I want to give him a chance because again, it's he's part of us. First of all, he's a part of us. He's a symbiote. He's a symbiote. He's a parasite, and we're the hosts. And as a host, we have a choice between dying or surviving with a parasite. I want to see what it does. Then you see him versus how it affects. Absolutely. How you see him? If you see him as a foe, when he gives you an ID or when he's trying to help you, do you allow him to help? Right? There's a very important mission with Johnny. Johnny takes control of V's body. Spoiler. And Johnny takes control of V for one night. And he gets that tattoo. It's more so like a prank, but he's able to take the control of the body. And you got two choices of saying that, like, holy shit, Johnny's becoming powerful, or it's only one night, he deserves to have a bit of fun himself, right? And that's it. Yeah, that's it. Now we only have one left, and I want to actually see the scene. I want to react to it. So I'm going to try to find it. If I can, I can. If I can't, I can't. We'll try.